So I'm going to be doing my presentation on the Sulabh International Museum of Toilets in New Delhi, India. Here's some criteria about why I chose this collection, who organized it, if I attempted to contact them, why is it co-located, how is the collection accessed, is there a cost to view it. 3 items in the collection, complete with pictures, accession number, metadata, etc. Some similar collections, which organizational system is used, or metadata schema is used, subject headings and/or controlled vocabulary, classification system. Suggestions for improving this collection's organization or access. So here's what the collection is. It's the Sulabh International Museum of Toilets. It's a museum dedicated to the evolution of waste management from prehistory to the 1990s, which is when the museum was founded, with different toilets from around the world. I mean, what's more unusual than a museum dedicated to toilets? In all seriousness, though, the goal of the museum is to promote awareness of sanitation for the area of New Delhi, India, an area where many people do their number 2 on or by the railroad tracks. So the location of the collection is in New Delhi, India, off to this area right here, to the southwest, southwest. Sort of by the airport. Here's a disclaimer and a warning. It should be noted that very limited metadata could be gleaned about the items included. Whatever metadata was available on plaques on the wall, if there was any, was too difficult and tiny to read from the virtual tour aspect of the website that is available. Because of this, a sizable portion of information is estimated to the best of my ability. Also, because of this, it is unknown what organizational scheme, if any, is used, especially considering that the creator of the museum is a medical doctor. Most likely it was a homegrown schema. So this is a porta potty. It was made of plastic and possibly also a few metal bits in there somewhere. It was made between circa 1945, which is when the first porta potty was made, to 1992 to 1999, which is when the museum was first opened. The collection really hasn't changed all that much from what I could gather since. This is a common portable toilet used on camping trips and whatnot. So this is toilet number 2. Toilet number 2. A French throne. It was a throne-like water closet used by a French emperor, made of wood, metal, and possibly ceramic. The metal is on the pull tab there. So the toilet number 3 is an ornamental toilet. That would be this one right here. Oops. This one right here. It's a very pretty toilet, isn't it? It's made of porcelain, the bowl, wood, the stand, and possibly resin, given how shiny it all is. It's got decorative designs, and it dates from about the 1800s. Some examples of organizational schemes that are probably not used are the Dewey Decimal System, used for American public libraries primarily, and the Library of Congress classification, which is used in both the Library of Congress and many other college libraries. What is most likely used, as previously mentioned, is some sort of a homegrown scheme is probably what is used. Now, here's a little bit about the founder and the museum itself. Dr. Binshwar Patak is the founder of the museum, and, as the About the Founder section proclaims, is a great humanist and social reformer of contemporary India. The senior vice president contacted me when I inquired about the 3 toilets on display on the website. Their response was as follows: I am in receipt of your mail. I am sorry to inform you that our museum is closed due to COVID-19, and we would be able to revert back to you when it is opened. The Sulabh group, which is a group that manufactures toilets, runs and maintains the museum. Some similar collections include the National Poo Museum on the Isle of Wight, England. Organizational system unknown, possibly homegrown. This is a museum dedicated to different types of poo, ranging from humans to cats to lions, and dating from about 2017 to over 140 million years in the past. The Museo della Merda, or the Shit Museum, in Castelbosco, Italy. Organizational system unknown, possibly homegrown once again. From the dung, this is from its website. From the dung beetle, considered divine by the Egyptians and symbol of the museum itself, to the use of dung in architecture, from ancient Italian civilizations to those in Africa. The historical literary works such as Pliny's Naturalist Historia, right up into the latest scientific research and works of art drawing on the use and reuse of waste and discarded materials. The museum is a temporary cabinet of curiosities which finds its main guide in the science and art of transformation. From the website. There's also the excretory literature exhibit from the Japanese Unko Museum within the Himeji Museum of Literature. Organizational system unknown, possibly a homegrown scheme, I don't know. So here are just some other recommendations I have. Just make the collection digitized or able for people to see the individual items online, because the virtual tour aspect is very, very limited in what it can do and only shows a broad panoramic view of the entire area of the museum. And advertise the schema used, or display what kind of schema is used, rather. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, how is the collection accessed? Website? In person? Is there a cost to view it? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the collection is accessible in person in its physical location in New Delhi, India, not too far from the airport. Its website mentions that the collection has free admissions and is open on every day except for national holidays. Additionally, one can view it, to a limited extent, as aforementioned, virtually from the website, also to a limited extent. And these are my source citations: the Museo della Merda, retrieved April 23rd, 2020, the National Poo Museum from the National Museum of Poo, retrieved April 24th, 2020, from Atlas Obscura, the Introduction to the Museum page, retrieved April 20th, 2020, the Sulabh International Handbook of Sulabh International Museum of Toilets brochure, the Sulabh International The Museum, Sulabh International Virtual Tour.